This is the flagship Samsung Galaxy S8 from 4 years ago, and this is the Galaxy S22 Ultra from last year. And let's see how these two stack up to each other. So kickstarting things off with the display. The display is absolutely brighter on the S22 Ultra. It's really obvious actually, and yeah, the display is also really smooth on the S22 Ultra, but I would argue the S8 is really smooth as well. I mean, even though it has a 6-year screen and was 4 years technically older, it's really smooth, and take my word for that. I'm like just blown away on how smooth this thing is, and I believe it just got to do with some bunch of optimizations. And yeah, this phone on the One UI screen, it's running on One UI 1 and this is One UI 5. So I mean, both of these are great, but this phone is obviously more updated and therefore has more features. This doesn't, but for its time and even today, the smoothness and the animation and feelings are just really good on this. I don't know how, but it just stands out. So in terms of design, because obviously the S8 doesn't have much cameras, it's very simplistic, and you could also see that it has a glossy back, which I think I kind of prefer. And I don't know actually what version of Gorilla Glass this is, but you could see that it is not very durable as well as in the front it has also broken apart. But I still think it's really nice, and because it's really lightweight. Like, I really used to forget how light phones used to be, and yeah, this design is really simplistic, and it's I could see why people love this even today. And the quite opposite of that is the S22 Ultra. Now there is a lot of cameras like this too. Let me take off the case first. Okay, now we're talking. So it has a lot of cameras, and the back is matte glass, so the glass is not as shining back or reflecting, and only 4 cameras compared to 1. And on the front it's Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, front and back, and is very much more durable than the Gorilla Glass something that it was 8 years ago. And yeah, this one is very good in design part, and I think I prefer the S22 Ultra even though it's way larger than this. So we are currently on settings right now, and if you see this phone being on its display, and that's because it has a slight display issue, but don't worry, this works fine as the same way another phone would. So as of right now, you could definitely see that there are more options on the S22 Ultra than on the S8. And in terms of battery life, if you go to the battery settings, you could see that this even though it says 97%, from my experience I know that it isn't having that much battery health. So I mean, it technically lasts for about 3-4 hours and then it's dead, while this can last about 7 hours, and I maximum will only go up to 7.5. And you could also see that there are many more features in the S22 Ultra, like you could scan the device and a lot of school privacy and more other stuff. Like this has none of it. And yeah, so these are the games that I currently play on my S8 right now. I don't really play on here, but yeah, that's just there. And on the S22 Ultra, these are the games that I play. If you can see, only the Clash Royale is the same on both yours, and Clash Royale generally is a really low graphics game and there's not much to worry about. And the other games on here like Need for Speed Crazy 2 and Genshin Impact, they all require really high graphics, and you just can't play them on the S8. I mean, I couldn't even play them on my S10 Plus properly, so this phone is definitely no when playing games like Genshin Impact. So the performance is really low on this phone, while in this phone it just rates so much higher. In terms of general speed, let's try settings. Okay, that was fast on the S22, I believe, and I mean, should technically be. And let's open the gallery. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that was very fast on the S22. And let's open the phone. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was fast on the S22 as well. Getting into the cameras, both the cameras are really soft, considering that I have turned on the soft mode on the S22 Ultra. And yeah, going from the ultra wide to the main isn't much different. And
zooming at 3 times telephoto, you see the biggest difference, and it's more significant when you go to 10 times optical zoom, and this one we did 100 times, and the difference is enormous. And the S22 Ultra also has a macro mode, so the macro photos definitely look much better. And the biggest difference is when you go to night time, where it has a lot of noise and blur, and it doesn't even have an actual night mode, so I had to use the pro mode instead. So the S22 Ultra is definitely a winner in night mode. And when you consider daylight photos, the S22 Ultra is normally brighter with cooler tones, while the S8 has more warmer tones, and the highlight detail of the S22 Ultra is also much better. And now this is a video sample, and this is where I think has the best upgrade overall, because the stability is next generation when you compare the both, and the S8 also has a much warmer tone instead of the cool tone of the S22 Ultra. And also the S22 Ultra has different lenses, so you could switch between them, so when you are shooting at UHD 30, then the difference is significant. And also the S22 Ultra can record 8K at 24, so therefore there's much more detail in the video.
So this is the speaker chest of the Galaxy S22 Ultra. And this is the S8. Oh, and by the way, if I didn't mention already, the S22 Ultra has way more features than the S8, like the S Pen, Earlier there was the Note and stuff, and now it's merged together with the S series, and there's just the S series now without the Note series. So it has the S Pen, which adds a ton of functionality from everything from photography to drawing to. Also, this phone has like way more other features that I don't think I will talk about in this video, because there are actually many hidden settings and stuff, under display fingerprint readers compared to back fingerprint readers, way brighter torches and stuff, new dual autofocus systems and stuff, faster UI stuff, and new Wi-Fi, Bluetooth stuff, many security features. I mean, there's a whole ton if you want to talk about in settings and stuff, like individual options, like so many things to talk about compared to S8, but I won't go over all of them. So to just wrap up this video, the S22 Ultra is obviously the best choice out of this, and it provides a lot of value even compared to the S23 Ultra, which is out now. And I think I just made this video for fun. This was not a comparison even from the beginning. So, and funny thing I should mention, I think, is the the one hand mode on the S22 Ultra is actually the display size of the S8, which I compared earlier. And without considering these borders, bezels, the one hand mode is actually equals to the size of the S8. So you could now actually get a real comparison of the S8. So from the beginning this was never a real comparison, but this is more or less for fun. I'll see you in the next video.